actually, what I'd like to do now is demonstrate something else that our students came up with. Something that's a little different, and I hope you'll enjoy. And it's not my fault if you're singing this on the train or in the car on the way home. But our construction students who won the project in the first year came up with a rap. A rap to engage their peers in health and safety. And what I'm going to do now, if you don't mind, I'm going to play you the rap. Please feel free to sing along. I won't, because I'll clear the hall.
Breathing in dust can make you wheeze. It causes bronchitis and fatal disease. Asbestos is a dangerous carcinogen. It takes the lives of many young men. From 200 a year in 78 up to 1,260 miles an hour. If you want proof, check the demographics. The boss don't want to deal with asthmatic. You know it's bad for them lungs. You don't want to die young. If you have the right equipment, all you need is commitment. Up it's where you respirator or you got spats to enable you to safely carry out the task. You've not got it, you're not on it. You have to wear it, don't spare it. As a PPE, if you don't have it, it's all about wearing your safety kit. If you don't wear your boots, what you think gonna have? You go crush feet, crush bones, and electrocution. All this leads to employer prosecution. Wearing your boots prevents system fault and reduces the amount of emergency calls. If you rubber protection, if you don't wear it, it's side rejection. You haven't got it, you're not on it. You have to wear it, don't spare it. As a PPE, if you don't have it, it's all about wearing your safety kit. Safety is important, it's a fact. Check out the Health and Safety at Work Act. It became legislation in 74 to prevent the workers from hitting the floor. Safety is important in construction, site manager, site production. We the process we decide is policy to ensure you're safe and max out quality. But last but not least, most importantly, you live a long and happy life. If you've not got it, you're not on it. You have to wear it, don't spare it. As for PPE, if you don't have it, it's all about wearing your safety kit.
And actually, following our Dust and Boots rap, the students have also done a second rap on dermatitis, and we're looking to go for our first Christmas #1. But what have we found from this? What have the students, what have the staff gained? Well, what we've seen is not just an understanding about health and safety, but they've also gained confidence, employability skills. They have been engaged in their own learning process. They have taken this and they get it. They now come to me and say that they get health and safety. They've also had a number of wider opportunities in the health and safety community. We presented at IOSH where we actually did a live performance, and also the Manchester Construction Group. And also, our students are using the words health and safety and fun in the same sentence. And you didn't think you'd hear that today. But actually what I'd like to show you now, and I'm hoping the video quality is a little better on this one, is actually a video of some of our staff and students who were involved in the project and who competed last year in Locker, and the findings and the things that they have found from the project.
An excellent opportunity for students to step back and consider alternative methods to teaching, learning and assessment. We took a full college-based approach to this and had 10 projects operating in the different curriculum areas. So not only did we see students get enthusiastic about health and safety, we also saw them develop their key employability skills like confidence, presenting, networking and working with others. So it was just a really rewarding experience for them.
So the locker project's been that successful that we're starting to use it in our college induction. That every time we gain new students in the construction school, we actually introduce them to the locker project that we won last year. So dust and boots, we show the students the video, we speak with the actual students that got involved, and we also offer opportunities for new students to get involved with the project this year also.
It was new to us, we'd never done anything like that before. So obviously it was a case of, it was a bit out of our comfort zone, but the research, we made sure all the research we did was from reputable websites, not just good old Google and the first thing that popped up.
Because we have the HSE that we're using all the time at college anyway, so we're always aware of health and safety issues, so it's something that we're learning sort of during the college course anyway, so it was just something to add to that, and again it's a bit of background.
It was just a really fun, like it was a way for us to get to understand health and safety in a more fun way, instead of it being just sat in a classroom with a teacher going, well, this is this and that's that.
It allowed us to use the students to work together to produce a piece of work that had a final outcome, which also helped them to stay safe and produce higher quality work as a group.
It's more modern for us because at the minute rap and grime and things like that are so big right now with people my age and a lot younger than me. It's becoming a lot more popular, so for us to actually introduce something like that into health and safety in construction through the locker project was just a great experience, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking. Obviously something we've never done before with older students, so it's been a while since we've been at school. But yeah, it was informative. Yeah, we enjoyed it. Gave us a lot to think about.
Well as confidence skills from being able to obviously talk to people and show people the extent of how bad it is, I gained a lot of group skills because we never work as a group, but we got to create our own idea and do it ourselves, so that was really good.
The skills that the UK developed during the LOcHErproject will stay with them for the rest of their life, and will make them more employable in the industry for being safer and being more aware of their surroundings.
Well said by our staff and students who found the project fantastic, they enjoyed it. But where are we going next? Well, this is where actually we want you to get involved. Get involved, spread the word, talk about locker, talk about health and safety. Have you got apprentices in your workplace? Get them to undertake a locker project. Employ a student who's got locker on their CV. You are going to be gaining a fantastic individual. And on the bottom there, I've got Trust the Future. And there's a really good reason for that. Because I have seen the work and engagement that our students have. I have seen the ideas and the inspiration that they can provide. I've got the best job in the world. Not only do I get to do a bit of health and safety, but I get to work with individuals like that, who can show us how health and safety truly can be inspirational and fun. And from what I've seen from our students, I'll say this: the future of health and safety is in very good hands. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm one of the principal inspectors at the Health and Safety Executive. I was one of the persons who developed this program because a lot of people talk about behavioral safety, culture, and you see in this stand a lot of training materials, compliance material. It is, if we want to change the results of health in work, we need to look at different ways, and locker is the way to engage people, empower people, as you have seen with the passion these three guys have given it to you, because they are the people who are implementing. Me as a health and safety inspector coming talking to you is boring bureaucrat, whereas you heard it from the practitioners, and this is applicable both in the colleges as well as in the workplace, as Mark has demonstrated. So what it is in summary is locker is about putting the change behavior, we don't talk about the behavior, empowering the people by putting the particular issue in their long-term memory. That is the ROM in your computer, read-only memory. It goes into the long-term memory. And then they bring it back into the RAM, that is a short-term memory, when they come across an idea or an issue. So it is a very simple approach, as you have seen it from all three of my colleagues. We have reached many parts of the world with Locker. We have reached in the last 2 years over 30,000 people from various counts, and every time that I talk about to a health and safety manager or a CEO, they say this is the way we need to teach health and safety. So my message to you guys is it doesn't cost much. The balloon is 5p, and you can demonstrate the effectiveness of the need to have clean shaven, effectiveness of to have your lungs clean with a foam that you use for washing up in the at home is so effective way of demonstrating that. And how many of you think that what my three colleagues have said is something useful that you can adapt? Show of hands? Yes. If my colleagues haven't convinced you, you challenge them. They are here in front of you. They will be within seconds. They convince you. This is much better than the behavioral safety programs, the culture safety programs, including the one that HSE is peddling for a lot of money. This is so simple, so easy, so cheap to get your compliance in a simple way. And we have questions and answers for those three colleagues. It is yours. Thank you very much for coming.
I absolutely love what you've been doing. Joanne and I have spoken about some of the stuff that she's done in the past, and I think what Mark was doing today was really good as well to bring that into the workplace. I hadn't seen the second video that Joanne showed, and it was nice to see those hairdressing students, shall we say, weren't sort of 18 to 25, they were a little bit older. And that's lovely that they took it as well. That's what I've always said. If we design stuff that's great for young people, actually adults will probably learn better as well. I've been saying that for a long time. I think one of the things is the question that Bob asked is, could we take that idea and go away and use it? And yes, if we were talking about silica dust, we could take that idea, we could go and use it. I guess what a lot of people feel that they lack is the skills, the imagination to say, oh well, actually my problem isn't that, my problem is, I don't know, manual handling. How do I do that in an imaginative way? Is there a resource somewhere with all of these great ideas that people can kind of share ideas, pull ideas together? Because it's, we can't all employ Mark to come and give us great ideas about how to do this practically.
Yes, we actually do. We are pulling all these resources together at the moment. Actually, thanks to the HSE and also to Safety Groups UK, we've now got an area on Safety Groups UK website where we are compiling things like the videos, the students' ideas, and we're going to pull it all together. We're also working closely with our curriculum areas as well. Both Dave and I are working in different areas at the moment to look at other resources that we can compile to help our curriculum areas manage health and safety in a really practical, engaging, hands-on way. So I'm expecting the resources we've got already are out there for people to use and have a look at. Please go on the website, go and have a look at it. Anybody's more than welcome to come round to our college and we'll show you all the things that we've been doing. In fact, one of the things we'll be doing shortly is a showcase event of all the LOcHER projects that we've been running. but also the additional resources that we're putting together at the moment are going to be made available, and as we bring these practical ideas together, we will be feeding them out there so that people can use them and make use of the locker idea in their own areas. But actually, what I'd also say is, don't be shy of asking your students, your apprentices, older or younger, give them the idea of locker. Let them look at the problem and let them tell you what they think they should do about it. And I think you'll find that that's a really engaging way of involving them with that issue and taking ownership of their own safety in the workplace.
What we will be doing is to create recipes for each of the ideas that is coming across the Locker project, so that anybody and everybody can use it. One of the primary aim of it is each and every recipe must be like the Mary Berries, simple, sweet, cheap to implement and straight away. So that is coming. HSE has not invested a single penny on this idea. Everything is coming from the stakeholders. So any stakeholders saying, yes, we want to become a partner, I am here to accept that. Because as you know, after 2008 crash, we are short of money. Nearly £10 million short. So I don't get a single penny from HSE. Everything coming from my colleagues from all over the world. So anybody partnershiping, yes, please say yes, and we will come and work with you.
Hello. Tim Briggs, course director at Leeds Beckett University. Are you feeding this into the LOCHER FE programme that's aimed specifically at engaging students and getting them, especially in the area of hairdressing? Are you aware of that project that's going on?
Yes, we're certainly feeding this in through our curriculum areas. At the moment, Dave's working
There's a specific LOCHER funded project that's been done by 6 FE colleges around Europe, including Leeds City College. Are you aware of this, and are you feeding that into this LOCHER project? Because I actually think it will help it be more valuable.
We haven't done so far, but perhaps if you and I could have a chat afterwards, maybe there's something we can do about it, because it would be fantastic. As I say, we're working with our curriculum areas at the moment. We're looking at ideas that we can drop into those curriculum areas to help promote this through those areas, to make sure that when those first few units are taught in college, and the first few units are always health and safety, then we'll certainly be doing that. And actually one of the areas I'm specifically looking at the moment is hair and beauty. And in fact I will be teaching a few of those units later on this year.
Mark did a session for us on drugs and alcohol, and it was all visual, just like that. Yeah, you even have these glasses that you put on, video in somewhere, just these glasses.
Don't lose that my license. Not all of it, but some of it. Outside. So your business license up already. Do you want to see it? Yeah. Then I can walk around.
See you later.
How does it start off? Do you know?
I'll just give you the nod when to start. 2 minutes.